Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Live mic, no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular, yeah, celebrities. Started with a combo, now the world leaning in. For vets in the room, let the stories begin. No filters, no scripts, just wisdom and sin. We talk hustle hard and the places we've been. From the field to the mic, that growth is the lesson. Turn pressure into presence, that's the real confession. Got the crowd tuned in for the raw and the rare. You can feel the truth breathe through the air. Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Live mic, no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular celebrities. Talk music, talk ball, talk rank and salute. Every topic on the table, every word in pursuit. We the voice for the ones that the world overlook. Turn pain into punchlines, life into the hook. Yes, in the chair, we breaking the mold. Every episode's heat, every message is gold. No gimmicks, no mask, just purpose and peace. When the lights come on, that real don't cease. Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Live mic, no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular celebrity. We ain't chasing fame, we redefining the game. Give light to the name that the system can't tame. Got the people tuned in, cause they feel our lane. It's the voice of the real, not a chase for acclaim. Mic check, then the vibe start to settle for a host. One stage and the truth is the metal. So before that show start, let the beat breathe steady. When you hear the name, just know we ready. Oh yeah, when you hear the name, just know we ready. Unpopular celebrities. Yeah, we speak that truth so effortlessly. Live mic, no script, just energy. From the block to the base to the legacy. Unpopular celebrities.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Why are you still singing and dancing? Okay. All right. Guess I'll just talk to myself. What's going on, people? Saturday morning. Let me mute him real quick. All right, Saturday morning. Good day. Good time to see y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining us on this Saturday. Let me see if he's done singing. All right, oh no, he's still singing. All right. Unpopular celebrities, y'all, coming in on a Saturday. Usually don't do this. Impromptu as always. Nice little show as always. Not a Saturday, but a Sunday. Hopefully y'all are enjoying it. I just got done watching WWE. Haven't watched WWE in forever and ever. All right, let me see if he's done singing. Nope, he's still going. All right, we'll wait for him to get done. But yeah, I haven't watched WWE in forever. WWE has changed since I was a kid. I used to think like it was borderline real. It's like now I could tell it's super fake. Now I could tell that it's not real at all, which is kind of discouraging. But it is what it is. It's not too bad. The superstars are not the same as they used to be. Uh I used to think that wrestling would be fun. Now I just feel like it's a straight just story. Just a straight storyline and that's it. I used to think like, oh man, it'd be cool to be a wrestler. Now it just looks like there's a director actually. I mean, maybe it's the Netflix thing too. If y'all haven't watched the Netflix thing, maybe it's that. But it's like a director just you're just like a puppet master. It's like they're a puppet master. You're just a puppet, just pulling the strings, telling you what to do, telling you what to do. Uh, but yeah, man, back for another show. Let me see if he's done singing. Nope, he's still singing. All right, we'll wait for him to get done. But yeah, Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, which whatever that means, and then you have there was a female, Liv Morgan. She won. I guess there's a female only Royal Rumble. So watch both of those, and then good fights on tonight. Shador Stevens, I think I said his name right, is fighting somebody he really hates, and then UFC has their back-to-back number events, which is free. Well, kind of free. It's on Paramount Plus, so it's kind of free. But that should be entertaining. That's gonna be my Saturday. It kicks off in about 2 hours or so. So that should be my Saturday. What is y'all doing for today? What is the plan? What is the plan? Let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep. All right, we're good. Let me see if he's done singing yet. Nope, I can see his mouth move. Are you done singing? Okay, I guess not. We'll see if he gets done sometime soon. Are you done?
Sure, I'm just gonna keep singing.
Oh, okay,
Since you
good.
gonna mute me, I might as well just keep singing.
All right, good. All right. Now you got both of us on here. How are they gonna hear me with you singing?
What?
Exactly. That is
talking to me?
exactly my point. Hey, I'm glad this is a recorded show. That's exactly my point.
What?
How if we're on a podcast and we're talking and you're singing, how would anybody hear anything?
Well, maybe because I'm singing because I'm feeling good, but pretty rude to mute my mic and then keep talking, right?
Well,
So if you want to do that, I might as well just keep talking, right?
talking is fine.
Yeah.
But back to the question, how would anybody hear anything if you're singing?
Well, they probably could hear me if you didn't have me muted.
No. But if I'm talking and you're singing, how would anybody hear anything? We are a
You wasn't
talking
talking about
podcast.
singing.
Yeah, I was.
No, I don't think so.
Then why would
Maybe
I
I'll
say?
watch it later and see, but I don't think so.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is epic. Y'all let me know in the chat. This is funny. But say I would just say for pretend I was talking. How would anybody hear me if you're singing?
Let's say pretend and we move on. How about that?
Okay,
You already
alright.
wasted like 10 minutes me on mute. So
I don't
might
know
as
if
well
it,
move
I
on.
don't think that was a waste, but cool.
Debatable.
Yeah, ready to move on. I'm glad
Debatable.
we're talking and not singing. Thanks everybody for joining us here. Like I said, Saturday podcast, little different. What's up? I think that's Brendan. I think that's Brendan. Brendan 68. I hope that ain't 68 years old or born in 68. Goodness gracious. What's 6'8"? Is that like 6'7", but 6'8"? Anyway, what you want to talk about today?
You were talking about wrestling. Might as well keep going.
Oh, I'm
Go with
done.
wrestling.
I'm done.
Huh?
Wrestling.
That's it?
Yeah, that was a quick. Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about wrestling to have a long conversation about it.
Why was you watching wrestling?
Just because it was on. It's the Royal Rumble board.
What attracted you about the Royal Rumble to watch it?
Nothing. It was just the only thing on. Watched Duke play earlier. They played Florida State? No, Virginia. So I watched that earlier, and then that was the only thing on. And then there's a big fight on tonight, so that should be fun on pay-per-view. And then there's another UFC fight on tonight, back to back, and it's free on if you have Paramount Plus. UFC has changed drastically from the pay-per-view UFC to the Paramount UFC. It's a lot cheaper, right? It's a whole lot cheaper. It's like a tenth of the price, but the production definitely is not the same. I guess you pay for what you get. So, like with most things, you pay for what you get. What y'all doing today? Let us know in the chat what y'all got going on today on y'all Saturday. Hopefully everybody's safe away from the winter storms. My weather is beautiful out here in sunny Arizona. What y'all feeling out there?
Arizona. Oh, how I miss Arizona.
Okay, let me ask again. What are y'all feeling out there?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, you like, so how was it? You said with y'all, like y'all is in the chat.
Nah, what are you feeling out there?
It's about what? 45, 50 degrees. Ice Armageddon in Texas. It wasn't as bad as the other day, but it's cold as crap out here. I said it once and I said it again. I'll say it again. Texas and Florida should be their own country. They don't give two ducks about different things like weather.
Oh, Florida was very
Going to
going.
go see Gary Owens in lovely El Paso. Oh, sunny El
I
Paso.
wonder what the weather's
Gary
like
Owens,
over
that's the
there.
comedian, right?
Yeah, he the white dude. He's funny. He's
Yo,
pretty
he was
funny.
married to a sister, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he still is.
Yeah, he was, man. Shout out to Gary Owens. You know
I
what I'm
think he
saying?
still is,
Oh, shout out to Gary Owens. You know
if
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
mistaken. But he's funny. I think he's one of the few funny
Yeah,
lefty
he's
funny
funny.
comedians.
He's funny. Hey, what you think about the comment Charlemagne the God made about Key and Peele? He said that Drewski is more funny than Key and Peele.
That's debatable. That's a good debate. That's a good debate. I can see somebody saying. I think Drewski's pretty funny. I think Keenan Peele. Let me say this: Drewski's funny short term. I could take him for 10, 20 minutes. Keenan Peele I could watch for hours. But
I think
Drewski is
that's
funny.
fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What you think about Drewski's skit, the
I
church
didn't see
skit?
it. I didn't see it.
What?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Did you see the NASCAR skit?
Nope.
Have you watched any of his skits lately?
No, the only ones I see is the ones that come on like YouTube Shorts. Mostly the ones where he's like doing auditions or whatever that crap is.
Oh yeah, could have been records.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not. I could take him for like 10 minutes. I mean, he's a funny dude. Don't get me wrong. If Drewski, if you ever hear this, you a funny dude, man. I respect what you do. I just can't sit there and listen to you for hours and hours and hours.
Yo, Drewski's a genius, man. His skits are crazy. The last one he did about the cool thing about Drewski skits is they're funny, but it makes you listen. And the latest one he did about him being a preacher really caused a stir. Not only was it funny, but culturally, it makes you think about what goes on in the church, specifically the African American church, when it comes to how preachers are perceived, larger than life, how they ask for a lot of tithes and offerings and donations. And I'm not saying it's wrong, but I think what Drewski was trying to show is that, there's preachers out there who I do agree, not all, but some preachers do use the Bible to kind of as a way to twist some things, to get people to do things, to their own bidding.
Yeah,
So I think that's what Drewski was trying to portray.
I can see that. I can see
Yeah,
that.
he had
It's
this
kind
one
of
joint. Go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
He had this one joint where he was coming down from the rafters and the wire, from a wire,
Yeah.
and he had some shoes on, some Christian Louboutin or Louboutin, whatever you call them, shoes with the
Yeah.
red bottoms.
Yeah.
He said the reason why my shoe, anybody want to ask why I'm wearing Christian Louboutin shoes, you know why? It's because I walk in the blood of Jesus. I was like, oh man, see, that's blasphemy. It was funny, but I was mad, man. I said, man, don't do that, man. Then at
That's
the end
pretty
of the
funny.
skit, he was in this Bentley or something, and this old man walked up to him like, was asking for some money for a funeral. And he said, hey, did you give to so and so for that thing we trying to do? He said, no. He said, get away from my car. Get the F away from my car.
That's
and he
right.
pulled off.
Yeah, I can see that.
So,
I can see that.
he said, you can see that.
Not too far from the truth. With all jokes, there's some truth behind
Yeah,
it.
that's
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
That's what makes
Yeah,
it
that
funny.
is true. That is true. That was funny. But yo, let me tell you about this joint that happened to me today, man. Let me preface this by saying these are some interesting times we are living in today when it comes to our government and the authorities. I'm sure folks have been tracking all the protests across the country, more particularly in Minnesota with ICE. Then I'm sure some folks may have heard about Don Lemon, a well-known media personality, getting arrested by ICE for reporting the news at a Minnesota church. But anyway, you have stuff like that. So the tension is pretty high when it comes to authorities. So anyway, so put it in context, throughout my time here in Texas, I've been pulled over 3 times.
God, dog. God, dog. Okay. 3 times. That's a lot. I didn't think you were gonna say 3 times. God dang. Yo, do you not know how to follow the rules?
See, this is the exact type of stuff. You know what? Don't pay him no mind, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is holier than thou on this broadcast.
It's
So I'll
not
continue.
okay.
I've been put over 3 times. So, for those who know me, the type of cars I drive, they're like sports cars. You know, I have a Dodge Challenger, you know, who has a pretty loud Hemi engine. I got a right-hand drive Nissan Silvia that's wide body, and I have a Evo 10 that's also a wide body as well. So in most circles, you would call those cop magnets.
Yep.
Those are ways to easily get pulled over, right?
Yep.
So out of the 3 times I got pulled over, the first time I got pulled over, I was in the Evo and I was on I-10 and I was going a little fast.
What's a little fast?
10 miles over the speed limit.
Oh, that's not fast. Okay, that's not
Yeah,
fast.
10 miles over the speed limit.
Wait,
right?
is this the freeway or is this a residential area?
This is the freeway, man. It's
Oh, yeah,
I-10.
that's not fast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not fast.
So I get pulled over.
Oh, shoot.
Officer was nice, and I'm telling you, usually, and I'll get into that in a second. That'll be a great conversation. But usually, I turn on my phone camera. I'm recording everything.
That's
right?
crazy.
So the guy comes up, you know. Anyway, long story short, I don't get a ticket. I just get a warning. Right?
Okay.
Cool. I was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was easy. Whatever. I was in uniform too, so that helped.
That helped. Yeah.
Second time I got pulled over was in the Challenger. I was coming from an overpass and about to go under an underpass, under an overpass.
Yeah.
And he was on the side, like where the plaza was, and he got me.
For what?
And he said I was speeding. Like
you were
10
speeding
miles.
on an overpass, going under an
No,
overpass.
you have the highway,
Yeah.
and then you get off the highway,
Yeah.
and you had a highway here, and you're this way, and you
Yeah.
got to go under, right? That's where I was at.
And you okay? That's
So he
interesting.
got me there at 10 miles over speed limit, so he say. So I was like, all right, cool.
So he
I was
said.
real respectful. Didn't get a ticket out of that. Was not wearing uniform. Today was a little different. Usually I am very cooperative. Damn, you giving
That's the one I told you about.
Richardson.
Sha'Carri Richardson to run for her money.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
right,
That's
whatever.
what I
Anyway,
was talking about.
I was in the Challenger today, and I was coming from PetSmart because I had to wait an hour because the trainer was with another dog. We was a little early, so I decided to go to Walmart.
With the dog.
So I got my pup Rocky in the back seat.
Okay.
Right, I'm riding, and so I come to this. I'm in a residential area,
Okay.
and I come to the stop sign. Now you know, for you folks, maybe not him, but for you folks out there, you are human beings. If you have your foot on the pedal and you're going downhill, especially if you're riding a car, driving in the car with a stick shift, you have to push the clutch in, or you put your foot on the brake and then the clutch, and then I downshift. Sound like they
Yeah.
need to get a new car.
Sound like you need to get a new
Okay,
car.
brother.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I downshift. So by the time I got through those actions, I stopped, but I go past the white line.
Okay.
So I noticed there's a police SUV on the other side of the street. I see him, right? No problem. So I stop and I wait a second and then I pull off. How about this dude did a complete U-turn
Yep.
and followed me, right? So I was more than prepared. So I pulled immediately over, right?
Oh, damn.
Let's talk, before I get to that, let's talk about the embarrassment when you get pulled over when people pass by you.
I mean,
I was one of those people. You laugh, or you be like, man, that's messed up.
yeah,
You
that's
slow
usually what
down
I
to
say.
see what happened. You look in the driver's seat to see who's there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to throw a middle finger up, but you know, I might need witnesses. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say nothing. So as I was pulled over, I immediately picked up my phone and I put it to the side and I started recording.
Okay.
And I was not in uniform. Well, I was wearing camo pants. I was wearing this in the same outfit I was wearing now, right? I had a sweater on. But I was already irritated. Because here's the reason why. Let me tell you why I was irritated before I continue the story. One, I was irritated first because when I went past the line, what is the thing? Technically, it was a traffic law committed. I went past the white line.
I mean, that's
How many people goes past the white line when
yeah.
you drive?
I don't even pay attention to it. I mean, I try to stop before it, but if I don't pay attention that much. I'll probably stop over it a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? There's times I went over and people crossed the street.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't have to get pulled over for that,
Yeah. Right. Right.
right?
Right.
But there was no people around. It was in a residential area. So he did a complete U-turn to follow me. So here's my thing. Technically, yes, was there a traffic violation? Yes. But really, let me continue the story and I'll let you
Yeah.
decide.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, phone's recording, he comes up. Is a brother, right? And on the right side, I think he was Hispanic, I guess. So he comes up to my side and he says, I'm Officer Meeks. I'm pulling, why I'm pulling you over today? I said, no. He said, you didn't stop at the stop. So you didn't stop properly at the stop joint, right? So I ain't say nothing. At worst, I was going to say, hey, look, bro, like, come on, man. So I said, nope. So he said, you got your license registration? So I had these Crowd Precision pants on. They have like the pocket in the front. So my wallet was in there.
Yeah.
So I pointed him. I said, it's there. Can I go get it? He said, yeah, you can go get it. So I pull it out. I see him out my right side. I see his fellow officer there, right? So I'm getting even
So
more.
he has a partner.
Yeah, so he's looking in the car like this. You know how they be looking like.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I give him the license. Okay, this is when it gets weird. First thing he says, so how long have you been living in Texas? I said,
Good
a while.
point.
He said, I said a while, right? It's a New Mexico license. I said a while.
Yep.
And I got Arizona plates too.
Yep.
He said, how long you been living in Texas? I said a while. He said, how long exactly? I said, a couple of years.
Yep.
And he left it at that. Then he said, you mind if you open the door so I can scan the barcode of your car? I said, no. No, I can't. No, I will not. She said, oh, okay. All right, I'll be right back. So
that's a weird question. Yeah, that's a weird question.
So the partner is still there, right? So I'm getting even more irritated because I'm thinking to myself, I get it, officer safety.
There you
You
go.
want to keep an eye on the driver, right?
Yep.
But this is part of the problem we have, at least I have, with the police today.
Wait, continue the story, then we'll talk about the problems.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So anyway, he goes to the back. I'm waiting about maybe 10 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, like, usually the other stops, I was polite. This time, I was very short and I was irritated, right? Oh, I forgot to mention, after he asked me how long I live in New Mexico, he said, well, why you don't have a Texas license? I said, because I'm in the military.
Okay. Fair.
Right?
Fair.
So anyway, so when he goes in the back, I'm thinking long beard, camel, like he probably like, probably in the military or whatever. But then when he goes in the back, he comes back and he said, oh, I'm gonna give you a warning or whatever. So I don't know if he expected me to be like, yes, thank you. I was like, yeah, I just took the ticket and then I pulled off. So I'll say this and I'll pause. My issue is, why would you pull me over for going past the white line? Like, you don't think this, I mean, come on, man. He pulled me over because he think he looking for something. Then you're gonna ask me to scan the barcode on the door, which I looked it up. That is perfectly lawful for them to do that because they checked to see if your car was stolen, which I kind of figured, but that made me even more irritated. It's like, you just going to assume, and I get it, you should never assume, but that made me really irritated. That's why I said no, because my thought process is, if I let you do that, what else you gonna ask me to do? Search my car next? I'll pause there.
So a couple things. All right, I think you're right and you're wrong, right? About why he pulled you over. Is that petty? Yes. Is they probably bored? Yes. Did you give them a reason? Yes. Is the reason legit? Not really. I'm assuming there are better things. They should have waited for the next car because that violation is not huge. There's nothing huge about the violation. About his procedures, I don't think he did anything wrong with his procedures. It seemed like he did everything by the book. I can see the irritation, but I'm glad you didn't react off the irritation because I think, like what we talked about, they're just doing their job, right? They're just doing a job. Now, I didn't pick your job. You picked your job. These are some consequences of having the job you have, interacting with people, customer service business. You get customers that are irritated, that are upset, that are having a bad day, whatever. I think where you went wrong, this is an interesting conversation. When he asked for your license, I'm thinking from the cop's perspective, okay? When he said, do you have your license registration? Obviously, he wants it. Then you'd be like, "It's right here. Can I get it?" I just asked you to get it, dog. Like, what what was the reason behind saying that part?
Oh, that's not rhetorical.
No. What was the
Oh,
reason for
okay.
saying "Can
Well,
I get it"?
if you look in history in the past, let's say, 24 months, how many people were assaulted or shot during the traffic stop that were African American?
Not that.
Don't know
Wait,
about you, but every time when the very few times, although you think 3 is a lot,
three's a
when
lot.
I get pulled over by police, I'm always aware of where my hands are at because you don't know who you're running into. So that's why if he says, "Hey, could I have your driver's license and registration?" Any sudden movements, I don't know how that's gonna be perceived by him, and it's in my front pocket. So yeah, I'm gonna ask him, "Can I get it?" Now, if he gets irritated by it, that's his problem. Because let's be
Good
honest,
point.
part
Good
of the
point.
reason why the police reputation has plummeted is because of incidents like this. Because people get this idea, when I was growing up, I didn't hear of many incidents where people were assaulted during a traffic stop when I was a teenager. I've heard of bad things about the police, whatever. But as I got older, it seemed like every day somebody is getting involved if an assault with the police. Don't get me wrong, it's not always bad. Sometimes it's the driver's fault. They refuse to comply, things of that nature. But there are police officers out there that for some reason have this thing where I talk, you listen, you do what I tell you to do.
Yeah.
So there's a right. Police officers' number one priority, yes, to protect the public, but also you're supposed to be a public servant,
Yes.
right?
Very true.
Customer service, right? Police
Yeah.
officers
Yeah.
do customer service too.
Yeah.
So, but again, unless you can tell me that I have 100% chance that nothing will happen to me if I reach into my pocket or my glove box without asking, then I'm gonna ask them, "Hey, this is where my license is at. Can I go get it?"
Okay. And that's
Especially
fine.
if I got his partner on my right side. Look, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Hey,
That
come on.
part, that's the second part. The partner stuff. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Leave a partner in the car?
No,
He
what
might.
he's supposed to. My point is, escalate, de-escalate. Right? You come up on a driver, and I've never been a civilian police officer. I've never. But I would think. Here's my thing: police officers, I would imagine some of them hate that they're all being put in the box of them being crooked,
I would. Yeah.
aggressive, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But number one, there's evidence, right? There's evidence. Two, your life and your physical well-being is at stake here. And then number three, you can't if just like you want me to escalate, you want me to de-escalate, you need to. So once you come up on the driver and you know they're compliant, and then visual view, they got their windows down, everything's out and open, and it's a two-door coupe. You can see inside, and I
Mhm.
guess yeah, could I have a gun behind my back? I'm small my back. Could I have a gun in the seat?
Especially in
Yes.
Texas. Especially in
However,
Texas.
however, unless you ask, you should assume that I ain't got nothing yet. Now, if I'm being compliant, then let's go with that. Because just like you can de-escalate, right?
But
You
what
can
part did he
escalate,
escalate?
right?
What part did he escalate?
I'm not saying escalate. I'm saying once he took my driver's license and he went to the back of the car, his
Yeah.
partner should have went with him.
No. That's the
He
partner's
didn't do
job.
that until like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, that's the partner's job.
No, I don't believe that. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
That's my point about escalation and de-escalation, right?
I,
You probably get a lot more out of the driver if you de-escalate. Your partner's standing there like a watchdog while you're in the back.
that's his
First
job.
of all, you in the back of your car with your partner. Let's say his partner go back there immediately, right? Where's the safety at?
There's
Because
no
if I
safety.
did have a gun and I popped out, you're at the back of your vehicle, right?
That's why the partner stayed there.
Okay, again, even with the partner there, I mean, you right in the fatal funnel. Anyway, I don't want to go back and forth with that. Anyway,
Okay.
from my
But
point of view, I probably would have been a lot nicer if they didn't do that.
I don't see what they did wrong. I don't see anything they did wrong. What you did was a violation. Now, was it a petty violation? We can agree with that one. It was a stupid petty violation. It's good that you got a warning and didn't get an actual ticket. So if you got an actual ticket for that, I would think twice.
I wouldn't give two shits. I was prepared to pay the ticket. I didn't
Okay.
give two ducks.
Okay.
Because I thought it was a cheesy ticket. I was going to go to court for it too. I think it was cheesy. Like, bro, come on, man.
Oh yeah, I got pulled
How
over a
many people
long.
pass a white line?
You know
It's
what?
one thing if I passed and I kept going.
I got
You didn't properly stop at the white line. Get the duck out of here.
I got
You were
pulled.
looking for something.
Oh yeah. I got pulled over a long time ago for following too close. I've never heard of nobody getting pulled over for
What
that.
were you driving?
I was driving a rental car. It's like a SUV, or a truck. It's like a truck or a SUV,
Yeah.
like a rental
what
car.
time
So
of day was it?
it was in the middle of the day. I was at work. I was actually working, and I worked for a rental car company, and I was dropping a customer off, and I was coming back from dropping him off on the freeway. Yeah, he pulled me over, said I was following too close. Mind you, this dude just got off the got off the on ramp and came onto the freeway, so he was in front of me. So I was like, "What the hell?" So I of course stopped and did everything, but I took him to court, and I don't want to say I won like it was a
Oh,
court
he gave you a
case.
ticket.
Yeah, he gave me a ticket. Yeah, he sure did.
You got ticket.
I was like 23 years old. He gave me a ticket, so I had to go to court. But the judge was like, he basically sided with me over the cop. Yo, let me tell you how bad this was. Hold on. You can't get pulled over if you don't drive. Life hack. Very true.
I don't get that one.
You can't get pulled over if you don't drive.
Okay, I guess.
So
Thanks, Sophia likes purple bread. Appreciate that.
So the cop, when we were leaving the courtroom, I don't know if you ever been to a courtroom where you took a cop to court.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so when you're
Long time
leaving,
ago.
we're both walking out the exit, or walking out of the courtroom. You know what this dude said? He
What?
looked at me and said, "You're sure lucky. You're so lucky." I said, "What am I lucky for?" He said that you had a judge that sided for you, because I would have gave you another ticket. I was like, "Man, what the hell? Like, bro, what the fuck is your problem?"
See, that's
But I was like, "Let me play cool. Let me play cool." And I said, "Yo, I appreciate it." Yo, so then I got to my car. He waited in his car, waited for me to leave. So I just sat there for 20 minutes.
I would have left.
Oh, heck no. I was like, this
I
dude
would've
gonna
left.
follow me and try to give me
I would've
another
left.
ticket. I was like, no problem. Just sit here. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Rock, go that. Rock, chill down. I don't want this to turn into you gentlemen seem lovely. I hope you
Thanks,
enjoy the rest
Sophia.
of your stream. Appreciate it, Sophia. Hey, nice pup too. What kind of pup is that?
It looked like a golden
Right.
doodle for real.
Probably listens better with mine. Anyway, I don't want to turn this into anti. I hate to be that guy, but yeah, my mom was a police officer for 25 years in the Philadelphia Police Department. My stepfather was a narcotics officer. And obviously, I did what you would call military police work. So I have some idea how it works. That doesn't mean that the police get a free pass. And
No, yeah, you're right.
I'm not trying to say what I did was not illegal. My issue is, I wouldn't even say it's issue, it's more of a rant.
She's a Wheaton
She's
Terrier.
Wheaton Terrier.
Wheaton Terrier.
Sweet. I think I never heard of that breed.
Nah, I never heard that
Sweet.
either.
She's pretty. Anyway, ultimately, my issue is it just goes back to the escalation, de-escalation. Gone, and I think those days of the Philadelphia, not all. I think the majority of police you hear about these days are more direct to threat aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this officer was aggressive. I just felt like the way he handled it after the way he handled after the license was rendered. I'm gonna put him out. Hold on a second.
I guess I'll continue the conversation. Thanks. It's an Irish breed. Interesting. Yeah, it's a nice looking dog. Devon McCoy in the building. In the building. I let him come back and finish. It don't seem like he gonna take
He
too
probably
long.
gonna tear up my house now, man. Shoot. He probably pissed. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I don't like I said, I think my issue is, and I'm curious to hear what other people got it, their thoughts are. So if you're on here, put in the comments, when was the last time you got pulled over too? Am I wrong? I mean, number one, am I wrong to assume that it was cheesy or weak to be pulled over for going past a white line at the stop sign? And just to put in context, there was no people crossing the street. Okay, take care. Thank you for taking the time to answer my comments. Obviously, of course. Hey, take care and take care of your lovely pup too.
Look, you talking about security. We're gonna talk about security. I think I'm the only one who
No,
saw it.
now
But
Devon, you probably would have got a ticket, especially the way you look on that profile picture. You would have got a ticket.
nah, we can talk about security. That was
Anyway,
a funny
I'll
one.
I'll put a bow on this and say to Officer Meeks out there, if you're listening, hey, no beef with you, brother. I just think, yo, I don't even know how to put this. I don't want to say like I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal.
You're not a criminal.
You just got to determine when it's time to de-escalate. When you pull somebody over, you're a public servant too. And thank you for not giving me a ticket. But to your goon deputy, fellow patrolman that was there, don't think it was necessary at all. At all. Y'all got police officers has got to realize the narrative that is out there in the public about the police. And just like there's I'll get a ticket before you do.
Man, you still ain't reviewed that dude records? Yo, we got the
Hey, man. Yo, I tell you, look, I promise you, man. I promise you, I'm gonna get to it, man.
That's fine. We all have our days. The issue is
My
accountability.
bad, man. I'm gonna get
Piece.
to it. I promise you.
Yo, cops be on some BS. Yeah, they do. They do. They do.
So anyway, I feel like, do y'all ever get this time when y'all be like, yo, why are you bothering me? There's real criminals out there.
Yeah.
It's never a time. The many times I had people see people zoom through traffic
Yeah.
or not stop at red lights. But the one time, and again,
Yeah.
it's not like I didn't stop at dang stop sign. My front tire went past the white line. And I'm trying to think, what was that officer thinking? Oh, we're going to get this dude. Or, that's suspicious. Plus, my car loud too. I didn't de-throttle when I took off. It was in one. So when it pulls off, it's loud. So he probably thinking, oh, let's go get this dude, whatever. And he walking, oh, there's this old man in there, whatever. And then he saw my New Mexico license, just assume, oh, maybe his car. Bro, it's come on, and I get it. You said they're doing their job right, but it's kind of offensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, do I fit the profile? And I guess it could have been anybody, but I got my dang dog in the back seat.
Don't matter.
I got camo pants on. Like, really?
Don't matter.
You don't need to scan my car to see if it's stolen. Just run the plates.
Now that was the weird part.
Run
I
the
did
plates.
say that was weird. I've been pulled over a number of times. I've never had anybody ask me to. Maybe that's a new thing. I haven't been pulled over since 2017, so it's been a while. Been a long while. But he said he wanted to get back to it. Nah, his ass retired.
You're not helping.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I hearing the story, and I'm on the peaceful side of it. If I got pulled over, I probably thinking like you, but I'm not. I'm on the peaceful side. So I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't think his partner did anything wrong. I think they did by the book. I didn't know that it was. I don't even know why he asked then if he could scan your car. Like, yo, I need you to open up the door. I'm gonna scan your car. Make sure it's not stolen. Now, I will get you like, yo, man, just run my plates. The hell? What you need to scan my car for? So I get that. He thought he had Lovey Smith in the driver's seat. Yeah, probably did.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
We're gonna talk about
yeah.
security
All right,
for
we
sure.
can put a bow on this and move on. Go ahead.
So you didn't see the Sha'Carri Richardson thing?
No.
Okay, it was a YouTube short. Sha'Carri Richardson looked busted. She didn't have her nails on. She didn't have her hair on. Like, she just looked like she was coming from working out or going to work out. Like, not going anywhere nice. middle of the day in Florida. She got tracked. Devon, correct me if I'm wrong. She got tracked speeding. I think she was going 140. It could have been 160, but the cops say she was swerving in and out of the lane. She was cutting people off, blah, blah, and including cut the cop off. So maybe he was in an unmarked vehicle. It never said. It's probably like a minute YouTube short that I saw. So basically, he was like, "You're going to jail. I'm gonna tow your car and you're going to jail for, I'm guessing, reckless driving," right? So she starts begging and pleading, "Oh my God, no, don't take me to jail. No, don't take me to jail. I got my coach with me. I got my people with me. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just don't take me to jail. I can't." And she goes on for the whole minute, back and forth and back and forth. Buddy says she was swerving on that corner. Woo woo. I don't know what that means. Woo, woo. But he said she was swerving on that corner. But so yeah, that was a secure. And so she would just beg. So the it goes off. The film I watched, or the video I watched, it goes off, and I'm assuming that they took her to jail. I'm not for sure, but that was a Sha'Carri Richardson thing. But that cop was like, "You got two options. You could either ride with me to jail, or you could ride in the back of a caged vehicle and go to jail. But you going to jail." And she was like, "Please, no, no." He's like, "Yo, you can stop saying the same thing over and over again, because you got your two options. Which one do you want to do?" He's like, he gave her time. You can call whoever you want to call and let her know your bail is going to be $500. Yeah, she went to jail. Yeah. Let her know your bond's going to be $500 so they can come bail you out. So he did. I don't think he did anything wrong, but man, you thought he was saying you're going to jail for murder. Like, one, you're just going for reckless driving. They can only keep you so long. It is a Friday, so you might not be able to see judge till Monday if you can't get bailed out. But that was a Sha'Carri Richardson thing. Your thoughts?
I mean, that's it. I mean, I I don't see anything wrong with it at all. I mean, there's a big. She went 100 and something miles an hour in a 40,
Yeah, is
and
it
he
40 or
she
60? Yeah,
and it makes it worse. She's a celebrity. I don't know if he knew who she was,
I'm sure he did.
but even if he did, let's just say, pray tell, he did know or was aware who she was. That probably made it worse because he probably, and that's the thing about human beings. Everybody have their own stigma or idea of people,
Mhm.
right? So I don't think even if she was a celebrity, she still would have went to jail. Like 140,
I hope Devon.
it's not like
Let
going
me
10 miles over it. You know
let
what I
me make
mean?
sure I got that right, because that's a key point. If it was 160, would that matter?
Um, there's a I forgot, I don't know the threshold in all states, but there's a certain amount of miles an hour over the speed limit you go is considered reckless driving. That's
Yeah,
automatic.
I thought it was 20 miles an hour. Let me see. Oh, this one's 4 minutes long. I'm not gonna watch this whole
20.
thing, but I just want to see. Yeah, he got the thing going. Yeah, I think it's the freeway. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely the freeway. So it must have been 65.
Freeway. A freeway that's got maximum speed limit is 40 on the
No, I
freeway?
told you I was wrong. I was wrong. I was
Okay, what
wrong.
is it then?
It must be 65 or
Okay.
75. But yeah, so it does show in the video. I wish I could play it on here, but I ain't got it set up right now. She cut him off, and he got like 100, 101, passing cars at 100 miles an hour, 103, 104.
What kind of car was it?
It looked like a Porsche SUV or something.
Even worse.
Yeah,
Even worse. Oh
yeah,
well, rock a ball, baby. At least you got the money to pay for the bill.
yeah. Speeding and cutting cars off is why she got the reckless driving.
Yeah. So that's legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mine wasn't. You know what I mean? Even though I ain't get no ticket, but mine wasn't. You know what I mean? But it's all good.
yeah.
It's all good. These celebrities got to get out their mind, man. They invincible. You know what I mean? Like they got money still. And at the worst, what's gonna happen? She could lose her license. Maybe. I doubt it. She pay
Oh
a
yeah,
hefty
she ain't.
fine. She pay it. You know. So
Yeah, it ain't gonna be nothing bad. But it was just funny. It wasn't funny, but it was just kind of sad. She was just begging, please no, please, please,
You know, the
please
sad
no. I'm
thing
like,
is,
God dang, girl.
how did it get leaked to the public?
It was his body cam, but that's a great because it wasn't her
You know what I
camera,
mean?
it was his
Like,
camera.
it's from his camera, so how did it get leaked?
Bro, that's probably the best. Oh shoot, that's probably the best question I heard. I don't know.
I would sue him. That's foul, man.
That's a good
You
point.
know what
I
I'm
didn't
saying?
think
Like,
about that.
it's one thing to give to the district, but to get it leaked and it go on social media, yo, he knew something, or maybe he found out later. This goes back to my rant about the police, man. Like,
got
come
locked
on,
up, too.
man. Like,
She could die.
she
What
can-
you
she
talking
can die.
about?
What? Huh?
Devon, what you
Huh?
talking about, big dog? What?
This is my rant, man. They're supposed to be professionals, right? But come on, man.
That's a great question. I don't think nobody asked. How did the video get leaked?
Come on, man. Like, really?
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? You're supposed to be an officer of the law. And in the midst of doing your job, the body cam and the footage from your car is supposed to protect you and the individual you're dealing with to make sure everything's done by the book.
Let me
But
see
yet
what
this video ends up in social media.
This is a Fox News, so somebody leaked it to Fox.
Maybe it's even worse. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it wasn't him, but somebody in the district leaked it.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't him. That's all I'm
Man,
saying. Somebody in the district.
Why
Yeah.
you say it wasn't him?
Well, I would think it would be him. I wouldn't think.
Oh,
I don't know for sure. Yeah, the boyfriend got locked up. Shakira Richardson arrested and her boyfriend arrested. Dang, he wasn't even in the car.
but this goes to the other question. Remember, I don't know, they're probably still doing it. I'm not a fan of the defund police. I think that's just the wrong way to deal with the situation. You know what I mean? I'm not a anti-blue lives guy. I don't believe in defunding the police. You need the police because without police, there's anarchy.
Right.
That's what's going on, bro. That is wild.
I wish I could play
However-
it so you could see it, but I ain't set up.
Can I play it on my side? No. Oh, we
Uh,
probably can't do it anyway, huh?
it would take me too long to try to set it up.
I mean, I can't just share my screen and do it.
Yeah, but I don't know if you would be able to hear the sound. You could try it. Oh yeah, you can. I don't know if you'd be able to hear the sound. You could try it.
Now, I can hear the sound. They can hear it.
Yeah, if they're gonna be able to hear it, they should though.
I'll look
They
it up.
should. Yeah. Matter of fact, that would be the easiest way. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Good point. Good point.
Dang, yeah, she do look bad.
I'll tell you, she look like she came from wherever.
Let me cue it up first and see. Make sure it's without all the crap. Yo, I don't need to see all that other stuff. Is that it? No. Why is it? All right, let me go with another source.
You not on YouTube?
No, I didn't go. I just Googled it. I'll go.
Yeah, YouTube.
I
probably
see it now.
easier, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna see if I can share it. Let's see. Screen share. Do. Boom. Allow share tab audio. Yes. Share. All right. Let me know if you can see it.
Yeah, we got it.
You
Oh,
can
this
see
is
it?
like, is it at a commercial right now?
No, that's just the show. That's
Oh, blow it up big.
on. All right. Hold on.
It's not. They can't see it yet, but I can see it. All right. Whenever you.
Is
yeah,
that better?
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, we can hear it.
Can you hear it?
Yep. Yeah. No,
Can
we
you
can
hear
hear it. We can. CAN. Yes.
Who?
Yes, we can all hear it.
Okay. Gotcha.
And apparently she likes to drive pretty fast.
Scary.
Carrie is. That's what she told the officer.
Well, you know when you
Oh, I
drive on
missed
a-
all that.
In her defense, when you drive on the tire, it warms it up and it inflates it a little bit more.
Okay, I mean,
I missed her
you're not
excuse.
wrong with the physics there.
You want me to pick another one?
Yeah. Pick the one from the officer footage.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna YouTube it.
That's what I'm
that
about to
one.
do.
Yeah, that one. The Fox one. That one. The Fox one. The one in the
Okay,
middle.
hold on. Let me close the window. Which one?
That
This
one right there. Yeah, 4 minutes.
I thought that
4
was the one I
minutes.
was just playing.
Nah, that's the one.
Flashing them to get out of your way, are you? Let's give you a path to get past them. See what you do.
So I don't know if he's in an undercover. I don't think he is. Yeah, she took off. He must be in an undercover.
100, 101. Passing a car at 101. 103, 104. County Motor 50. Copy 1050. Gonna be 429 northbound at Stony Brook, Florida tag. On a gray Aston Martin. No, I can.
Oh, it's an Aston Martin. That's a bad feeling right there. That's such a bad feeling right there. He must be in an undercover. He has to be. There's no way would she pass a real cop going 100 or something. But she pulled right over. Not the Aston Martin. Yeah, he's in an undercover. Yep. Dang.
I would wipe that smile off your face. I'm Sergeant McDaniels with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. You're being stopped for dangerous excessive speed.
You can pause it. Yep.
Let's
You
pause it there.
I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that part.
was some bullshit. Don't wipe your smile off your like, bro. Who the hell are you?
Yeah, that was a little aggressive.
I mean,
That
that's
was
a little unprofessional, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Then my tire at the back is like literally on 29.
So you're driving at 100.
I was
Hold on.
trying to-
You're driving at 104 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone with subpar equipment, flashing people to get out of your lights, out of your lane, following too close, using every lane to pass everybody, cutting me off, passing a car on the inside shoulder with their hazard lights on. You're going to jail for dangerous excessive speeding.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. My phone, I didn't even know my car was speeding.
That's why they give you a speedometer.
I communicate with you, sir. I really
okay, she sounds stupid now.
Yeah. She tried to
I
make
mean,
up
she
any
didn't know she was
excuse.
speeding. Anyway,
do not want to go to jail. I will be
No,
totally
most
honest
people
with you.
don't, but
I don't-
you got to think about that before you do the speed.
Sir, I
I need
was
your
not
license,
speeding.
your registration, and your insurance. You were speeding.
Sir, I was, and I totally didn't know. If you look at my phone, my buttons right here, they jump around. My phone is sitting here and it's sitting on here. I literally see it's not even in normal mode, and I see that. My apologies, sir. Please, I communicate.
The mode has nothing to do with your
Right.
gas pedal.
No,
I need
right.
your license, your registration, and your insurance.
Please, sir, can you? I really want to work. Can you really work with me, sir? I promise you, I am a law-abiding citizen. I have my ID, my insurance. There was no intention of me speeding today. I promise you, sir.
Is this a good address for you, Lake Valley
Yes,
Drive?
sir. I'm here. I'm local, sir. Please work with me. I promise you.
I don't know what work with you means.
Not work with me. I understand that. I will take the ticket.
Good
I will
point.
show the
No,
court.
like I told you, you're going to
Sir,
jail.
Please don't allow me to go to jail. Please, sir. Please.
Listen to me.
Please, sir. I really.
If nothing you say is going to change that.
I
You are
understand.
going to jail.
Sir, am I going to jail, Jake?
Yes.
Sir, I really was not meant to intentionally speeding at
That's
all.
even more scary. That
Sir,
means that you're doing
please.
things unintentionally
No,
on a
sir,
task that
please,
requires
please,
all
sir.
your attention.
Sir, please, please, I'm begging you. I am
You are
begging
going to have a little bit of time to make some phone calls. You are going to jail. I am towing your car.
Please, sir, don't take me to jail. I will do
Yes.
everything.
No.
I will do everything.
You have
Like
two
my
options.
tire,
Listen.
My tire, sir, please.
Listen,
I can't
you have
go
two
to
options.
jail. Please, sir.
The first option is you can either ride with me in my car.
Damn, that's loud.
The second option is you are going to go to jail in a cage car. Which do you prefer?
I promise you, I don't want to go to jail. I'm right here. I have a team here. I have
bro, at this time, you might as well just charge it to the game, man. I bet
Yeah.
she pissed now.
Oh yeah.
a
Cause she look crazy.
I was not intentionally doing anything, and I am.
You're not listening. You're repeating yourself and not listening.
I am
Nothing
listening.
you
I
say
wanna
is
go
going
with
to
you, sir.
change.
Sir, I want to.
All right, so make some phone calls. Let
Sorry,
people know that
Sergeant.
you're going to have a $500 bond.
Okay, so yeah.
That's your first time seeing. So this is your actual reaction.
So I don't think well, my only issue with the officer is that's kind of foul for him to say swipe your smile off my face. That's why I said she made it worse. I agree. But come on, man. Like where police officers are just as responsible.
You sure right, McCoy.
You sound like my kid when they're about to
Yeah.
get the belt. That's true. Officers have a responsibility to be professional too. You know what I mean? Wipe that smile off you. It's almost like he was irritated. Don't get me wrong. Like when she passed him, he probably was like, "How dare you?" And to your point, we don't know if he was in a marked vehicle. Doesn't sound like he was. But I was sure if it was a marked vehicle, I doubt she would have passed him like that.
Yeah, I think it was unmarked.
Yeah. So anyway, but other than that, I don't blame him. She would have I would have sent her to jail too. My disappointment with her is she should have just charged it to the game. Like she gonna look back, and then it's leaked.
Yeah.
She probably gonna be pissed.
I mean, and
the
she looks
sad thing
stupid.
is this is going to add, if she had a stigma about law enforcement, it's gonna be even worse now. You know? Because imagine how much did somebody get paid to leak that?
Good point.
Sad. But nah, yeah, this saying your tire was low,
Yeah,
that made it even worse.
and then talking about my phone moving all over the place and hit the button and change the mode. Like, what are you talking about?
He knocked it in. Once you are considered a criminal, the thought of professionalism goes out the window for a lot of officers. Yeah, I agree. Shouldn't, but I agree. I mean, I've lost my temper a couple of times on folks too, but that doesn't
Already.
make it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That doesn't make it right. What was I gonna say? So at least he gave her the opportunity to make some calls. He could have just arrested her on the spot.
Exactly.
And to say because your tire is low and then talk about work with me, it's almost like she expected him. You know what I mean? That makes it worse, I think. She should have just charged it to the game. Like a regular guy like y'all see her boyfriend got arrested too. Was he in the car?
No, I'm not. I saw he got arrested, Davis, but I don't know what he
That
got
same day?
arrested for. Yeah, I guess so.
Was he like behind her or something? Or-
That footage wasn't leaked, which makes it more interesting. And back to your point about who leaked the footage, but I don't know what he got arrested for. He probably wilded
and
out.
then where was he? Was he in another car? Did he
Yeah,
kind of come
because
up and help?
she did say like my coach and my team is all behind me or in front of me or they're waiting for me or something like that. She made every excuse in the
Ah.
book. So and some that aren't even in the book. But at that point, man, like I get why she would try to be like, "Can you work with me? Help me out?" Blah blah blah. I don't want to go to jail. I get that. Nobody wants to go to jail.
Yeah.
But like he said, like you going 100, 104, cutting people off. Like I don't think. Have I drove 100? Have you ever drove 100 on the freeway?
I maybe once or twice. In my
That's
life.
what I'm thinking. Like if I did, it was just to do it for fun, and then I stopped. It wasn't for like. I was passing some vehicles up, but usually 80 is the fastest I'll go. Usually 80, 85, and it's not for a long period of time, for a quick period.
He showed up to the stop.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
wrong. Bad idea. Bad idea.
like what you thought you were gonna do? Impeding the Yep.
Bad idea.
Like, babe, I got you. I'll go to jail with you. Like now we gotta bail
Bad
both people
idea.
out.
I don't blame him for showing up just to observe things, especially the way things are, but you don't get in the way. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Obviously, that officer, his mind was made up. His
Oh,
mind was
on
made up.
approach. On and before
Yeah.
he got out the car, he didn't run her plate. He was just like, "You going to
Nope.
jail."
Yeah.
he didn't even
Yeah.
stop to run her plate. He didn't find out she had warrants, nothing. He's like, "Yep,
Yeah.
you're going to jail." Like,
Yep.
God dang.
But you know what's interesting though? When
Oh,
that
Jesus
media,
Christ.
huh?
She said,
Then
"Oh,
when they searched him, was legal? Is weed legal in that state where they at?
they're in
Or do he had
Florida."
a lot of weed? Or... Anyway, think about it real quick. Just something I just thought about. You notice on the video, it circled how fast she was going.
Yep.
So, in theory, if someone from the police department leaked it, why would they leak it and show how fast she was going?
It seemed like they
Or,
tried
or
to
do you think Fox? Because the reason why I say that real quick is usually they would do that to justify the stop,
That's what I was thinking.
right?
Exactly what I was gonna say.
So I don't think that was the intent of the video, at least from Fox News, right?
Must not be caused because he got must not be legal because he got charged for it. Yeah, I think that's either the police department or Fox saying like basically cops have a bad stigma about them, but look at this. This is a legit stop. Everything. I mean, I don't. The only thing that I would agree with you was when he approached the car and said, "Wipe that smile off your face." It's the only part I'll say, bruh. Like, come on, dog. You had all
You
the
know what I mean?
cards in your hand. You
Yeah.
didn't need to say that. You didn't need to say
Just do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to maintain some form of professionalism.
like,
You know what
oh,
I mean?
old buddy pulled you over, said who he was. Now, and let me hear your thoughts about. Do you know why I stopped you? What is the point of asking somebody that? I think that's an arrogant ass response.
I guess
He had a glass.
he had a
on.
glass. Oh,
Okay.
he had a little pipe joint, huh? I guess maybe maybe it's a prerequisite to test your awareness to see if you're under an influence, maybe, and to see if it's almost like if you did, does it? Maybe that's why you're asking. Would it sound like you're incriminating yourself if you told him?
Well,
Like if he's recording his camera, right? And you say, why I pull you over? Oh, I was speeding. And you go to court and you say, I don't think I was speeding. Well, it says on the camera. I low key agree with him. Imagine walking into a shoplifting and the person smiling about it.
yeah, I mean, but just saying it, like, yo, don't. I think Devon, this is how I know you're never a cop. You don't need to say it.
Wow.
You don't need to say it. You just sit there and be like maybe after the fact, like after you tell them what's going on, you be like, oh, so you think this is funny? I can see that point, but not just saying it from hello. Like wipe. That's like me showing up to a domestic, be like, you can wipe that smile off your face. You know what I'm here for. Like, no, you're escalate. Like that's back to your point about the escalation and de-escalation. That could definitely tick
Right.
somebody off. The other thing I'll say is that no, I'll leave it alone. I think that was the only part that guarantee I have more arrests than people. Hey, you can have that.
Everybody has more
Yeah, you
arrests.
can have that feather in your cap. If that's a feather in your cap, congratulations. I'm a de-escalation cop. I wrote 5 tickets in my life, and 3 of them were forced to write. One of them was by somebody else on the screen, made me write one. But I won't say no names.
He must have been a really good officer.
He's a dirtbag. Dirtbag staff sergeant
Does
made me
that.
write a ticket.
Does the right thing. at
Made
all
me,
times.
made
Tries
me
to.
write a ticket. I thought it was officer discretion and made me write a ticket. But anyway,
Do you trust the police?
as far as what?
Just overall, do you trust them? In other words,
He said,
if you got put, I know just since you don't get pulled over often.
no, I don't.
I was gonna say why, but I won't say nothing soft. Do you trust if your police pulled you over right now? You trust them? You wouldn't
Yeah.
have you wouldn't feel like you need to record in that.
Nope.
Mm.
Oh, the incrimination. That's what I was going to talk about. You're not self-incriminating until they read you your rights. So you can say whatever you want. Because there's this thing called spontaneous utterance that if they ask you a question, they be like, yo, do you know what you're doing? Well, I was speaking because I'm high. And you can't smoke weed. They can't hold that against you. Be like, okay, you have the right to remain silent, blah, blah, blah. And then they be like, why were you speaking? Now, if you say I was high, now they can say that you did something wrong. But you can't
I don't think that's-
self-incriminate.
Yeah,
You can't
exactly.
be that. They can't.
I don't think that's 100% correct. I think excited utterance
Spontaneous.
doesn't just matter when you're in the midst of being suspected of a crime. Anything now, in other words, case in point. So through your explanation, you're saying if you're pulled over by the police, and the police said, "Why do you think I stopped you?" Oh, because I was swerving in and out of traffic and I was speeding. And you went to court and you told the judge, well, the police officer asked me, was I speeding? He didn't even ask me if I was, why did he pull me over? I told him I wasn't speeding. And the officer says, well, look, in my statement, I asked him, and he said he knew why he was speeding, and it's on the body cam. So
So
you're saying they wouldn't be able to use that?
spontaneous utterance only only occurs when you're committing a crime. Speeding is not a crime; it's a violation. If you're committing a crime and a cop comes up and asks you a question, that's why you're not supposed to ask questions until you read them their rights. So if you commit a crime, the key here is the crime. If you say, "What did I pull you over for?" "I was speeding." He'd be like, "Nope, try again." I was swerving in and out of traffic." "Nope, try again." I ran a red light." "Nope, try again." I ran a stop sign." "Oh, bingo, got you. Now I can get you for the other things as well." No, we can't do that because he didn't observe any of those things. So for traffic violations, it's only what the officer observes. For spontaneous utterance, it's if they come to my house and be like, "Do you know why I'm here?" Because I got a pound of weed in my closet." They'd be like, "Oh, you do?" And they go in there and get the weed. They're still gonna take the weed, but they can't hold that against you. They're still gonna take the weed because you're not supposed to have it. What they do then is read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right, blah 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 blah. Then they say, "Do you have anything in your house?" "Oh, I got a pound." Now that's your butt. But only if I don't ask you incriminating question. Yeah, exactly. That's an incriminating question.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one. I don't think that's the case. I just looked it up a little bit. I think there's some things missing in here. First, when you get pulled over, yeah, I agree. When you're speeding, it's not a crime, it's a traffic law violation.
hmm
However, if you tell the officer you were speeding and you were intending to speed, I still say they can use that against you.
You
Looking
can't.
at the exact definition, I Googled it.
Yep.
Spontaneous utterance or excited utterance is an exception to the hearsay rule where a statement made under the immediate stress of a startling event is admissible as evidence. Because these statements are blurted out without time for reflection or fabrication, they are considered reliable and can be used against the suspect, even if it made in custody without Miranda warnings.
You said and can.
It can, yes.
I would have to see that because I don't think it could. It would have to really be a situation where it would warrant something. Like maybe if I killed somebody, intentions don't matter. uh, maybe if I killed somebody or something, but I don't think something small like that. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm usually not. It's a curse. It sucks, but
No, usually,
usually I'm wrong.
usually you are flawed. So that's why I looked it up.
Uh,
So I don't want everybody to be like, oh, if I just say, yeah, I was speeding, officer, he can't use it against me. No, he can.
He can't. No, that
Can.
he can't because he didn't observe. You can't pull somebody over and you didn't observe the violation is the key. The violation.
Let's go back to the scenario. If you are speeding and you get pulled over,
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
thank you.
Yeah,
You
cop
get
Jay
pulled
Reed.
over by the officer, and the officer pulls you over, and he says, "Do you know why I stopped you?" "Oh, because I was speeding." And you turn around later and you try to tell the judge, if you decide to go to court and not pay the ticket, that you wasn't speeding. Yes, the officer can bring that back up and says, "Look, on the body cam, here's the footage. You said you were speeding. You were fully aware." They can use it. That's not
No.
that is uh-huh.
So I guess the key is why the officer, like for your situation, if he said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" He pulled you over for not stopping properly. I don't even know what it was called. I guess is
Mhm.
that what it's called? Not stopping properly.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. So if you said, "Because I was speeding," he can't say, "No, I pulled you over for not stopping properly. Come back and give you a ticket for speeding and not stopping properly." He can't do that.
Yeah, that's different. I don't
Right. That's all we're saying. That's all we're
make
saying.
no. I think what you were saying is in the scenario I gave, if you tell the officer you were speeding and he pulled you over for speeding, you said he can't use it against you because you said it was a spontaneous or excited utterance.
That's a
And
violation. There's no spontaneous utterance for violations, and he has to see the violation. So as long as he
that's my
saw,
point.
yeah, as long as he
In
saw
the
the violation,
scenario, that's my point. In the scenario, He pulls you over because you were speeding. He walks up on you, asks you, why do you think I stopped you? You said, because I was speeding. If you go to court and you tell the judge, and the judge says, well, were you speeding? Oh, I wasn't speeding. I was not speeding. And then the officer says, I have footage on my camera that says he knew he was speeding. Yes, he can use that against you because
Yeah.
you said it in the camera.
No, that's fine. That's fine. All that's legit.
Okay.
All
Anyway, moving on.
yeah. Violation is probable cause. McCoy, I see that you're bringing out your SF1-1 handbook. We know violation is probable cause. We get it. Got it? Good. Say that one more time because we might not understand it. Violation is a probable cause. Got it. It's like when you get pulled over, they can search your car if they have the probable cause was you were driving recklessly. So really, he could have had her step out and search the vehicle.
No, that's not probable cause. When you're speeding, that's not probable cause to search the vehicle. They have to
No,
see
reckless
something
driving. Reckless driving.
Yeah. So no. Let's go back. If you get pulled over for reckless driving and he's going to arrest her, he can search your car because it's incident to apprehension. So since he's apprehending her, now he can search the car. Now, in that scenario, if he wasn't going to apprehend her, he's going to give her a ticket. He can't search your car unless he has probable cause, which would be he sees weed, he sees a gun.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
He says, so why you keep saying you can't admit anything? No, all spontaneous, back to the spontaneous utterance, and we'll be done with this. All spontaneous utterances is like if I'm about to arrest you for a domestic, and you be like, I beat her ass 3 times last week. I can't use that against you because that's spontaneous utterance. Now, once I read you your rights and ask you questions, hey, did you beat her ass 3 times last week? After I read you your rights, and you be like, yeah, I did. Now I can hold that against you because you said you did. All right. You need to have some reason to stop somebody. True. There is more than one type of probable cause. True. Look at you. Very true. All that is true. I didn't say probable cause for a search. You're right, McCoy. I'm sorry. I went too far. You're right. Thank you for breaking out your SF1-1 handbook. You're right. Dang, that thing must be old. I'm surprised you still got that.
Hey, everybody, I would encourage y'all to look that up, man. Don't take my word for it, our word for it. Look up spontaneous utterance.
Yeah.
I don't think, I respectfully don't think that's correct. I mean, I just read the definition. That's why they warn you when you say something before they read you your Miranda rights, they caution you to say, don't say nothing else. It could be used against you in a court of law. That doesn't mean they won't use it. Spontaneous utterance does not prevent someone from using it. Anyway, look it up yourselves.
Yeah.
I don't want to beat a dead
He
horse.
said, I told you I burned that. Yeah, you got it. It's probably like your Bible. You keep it right by your nightstand at night. I ain't got nothing security forces. When I go to your retirement ceremony, I don't want to hear nothing about you being security forces there. Because I'll be like, bullish. I don't want to see nothing. When you retire next week or next month, I don't want to see nothing. Oh, I got a retirement ceremony to go to next week. God, dog it.
Devon, you don't even have no beret, man. What's up? No beret? No handcuffs? No LBE? You must be a part-time defender. Usually a cop keeps something.
He's an augmentee. He was a
Shout out to the young lady I met today. I was selling some old uniforms, and she's a cop, and her husband's a cop. They down there at Camp Bullis.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool. I wanted to tell him, like, good luck to you, but she was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She was excited. I said, I'm not gonna spoil it for her. I said, hey, just take care of yourselves, man.
Wait, tech school cops?
Nah, they've been in 7 years. They down there for she's down there for like leaders course, and he's down there for some tactical stuff. It's funny, like when you I told you they did me dirty. I got handcuffs for something different. You and me both. What I was gonna say. I find it funny how, and we'll cover some of that tomorrow. You know, shameless plug for tomorrow's show. We're gonna continue part 2 of why folks don't want to be a defender. I'll just say this, and I won't go into detail. I think part of it too is how defenders, man, they get to this point where if they start doing like the special snake eating stuff like CPEC,
Mm-hmm.
SWAT team or whatever, they don't think they cops anymore. They special cops. You be like, bruh. And then funny thing is when they get to a base when they don't have to do it, they feel like they lost. They're like, bruh, you guys don't have a CPEC here? No. Where at Minot? What we need CPEC for? What you gonna need a sniper at Minot for?
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's funny. Then you had those cops that have I knew a couple of cops when I was a young defender, bought their own handcuffs, had a specialized
Oh, them
handcuff
ones.
team.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. We definitely gotta talk about that. The ones that buy their own helmet, hey, buy their own. They got their own plate carrier. They will buy their own gun if you let them. Yo, the ones that go and be like, "Can I put this flashlight on my M4?" What the hell?
That is funny.
Or the Ravens that had the red light. You remember the Raven pistols had the laser on it? Like what for?
Yeah.
What for?
Nah, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, look forward to that. So
Yeah.
hopefully see y'all tomorrow for that one, man. So that would be good.
Go ahead and come on tomorrow, man. He said I might come on tomorrow. Go ahead and come on tomorrow. We appreciate you always, Devon.
Hey, I'm gonna if you come on tomorrow, I'm gonna look at your records tonight, man.
Please.
Is that an incentive?
That's it. He asked you to do that, I feel like 3 years ago.
I don't remember, man. I'm old. I mean, you say I'm old, that's why I forget things at times.
Yeah, for sure.
My bad.
Well, sorry you got pulled over. I'm glad you just got a warning, not an actual ticket, so you ain't got to deal with that mess. I'm glad
It's
you
all right.
didn't. I'm glad you didn't lose your scruples while you got pulled over. I'm glad you stayed stained
Yeah.
and you're back
all
here
right.
safe.
Yeah, it's all good. I
I'm
need to
sure it's a
work it.
traumatic experience for Rocky too.
He was back there chilling, man. I was looking at him like, bro, what you gonna do, man? Like, you could have barked at him or something. He was
My
back
dog,
there chilling.
my dog had lost his mind, lost his ever loving mind.
He was back there chilling. He's like, hey, look, I ain't got no problem with y'all. He probably was like, I ain't do nothing. I was just back here.
Yeah,
You see me
hey,
chained up? I'm gonna go with you. I love
yeah.
everybody. Y'all need a dog?
He's like, I'm
Right,
going
was
to a
like that.
family barbecue, ask for a ride.
Like, hey, bro, you gonna bark at him? Whimper
Yeah,
or something?
yeah, this is supposed to be a family thing. It's supposed to be ride or
Yeah.
die. Rocky, like you
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
own.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all good.
All right, we up out here. Thanks for joining us. I'll get this cough squared away. Holla at y'all tomorrow. No
Yes,
football,
sir.
Pro Bowl,
Go Eagles.
Pro Bowl on.
But I don't want to watch that stuff.
All right, we out.